what are some of the smartest and dumbest things you've ever spent money on?
Smartest and dumbest things I spent money on. Well, one, this is from Thinking Fast and Slow, the book. For one's own cognitive, psychological standpoint, if I think it's a good decision, I probably spend it on it, then I wouldn't call it dumb, but to other people it might be dumb. So I'll give you a smart decision first. I think books, they're the biggest leverage things. Like $25 can yield extraordinary results.
Yep.
That's why like generally you see a lot of books in the office and you have total bill probably runs up to be like a few grand at this point. I like to flip through paper books. It's easier to get to different sections and stuff.
Yep.
And obviously respect to the author's intellectual properties, I sort of pay for them. And over time, there's a good amount of spending on books. But I think per item, they give you so much insight. And the biggest thing that young people sort of go through in life is this. We think the problems we deal with are new. It's not new. Somebody else has been here before, thousands of years ago, or 50 years ago, or 2 years ago. They've written them down. They told you they encountered that problem, and then how they felt, fiction, non-fiction, or whatever it is. Being a minority, or being a female, or being a young CEO, being whatever it is. Like people talk about experience, and you can find it very relatable. And I think reading books is one of the best ways to learn to feel relatable to other human beings, to feel like we're part of the human species. So the smartest thing is books. And I don't think I was a huge nerd growing up, but I did read a lot from 6 to 12. So my first grade to 6th grade. And after that, during my adolescent and teenage era, sports and chasing girls in high school got to my attention. But before that, really, I think books set up a good foundation. I picked that up again after obviously for the hedge fund work that I started for investing. A lot of reading is required. Dumbest things, I would just say small. There are many small ticket items, but I would just say cars because they're big ticket items. They're not dumb to me, as in like I race, I use them, I drive. A lot of friends know this. That I go to racetracks, I track Laguna Seca, Buttermillo, all these beautiful places. But it is costly. So it's something that motivated me throughout my entire 20s to, if I work at this, if I get to have this return and get to buy that car and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I do think generally automobile depreciation and stuff like that, for people who want to build their sort of finances, especially financial literacy early on, cars is generally a bad investment.
Yeah.
But if you can afford, again, you only live once. That's the spiritual side of it. I think people generally, you should also having that thing that satisfied you, but not to justify to other people. This is the biggest economy I want to make, is that, especially in Los Angeles, most people think automobiles or cars are a symbol of status or show it off to other people. But we actually go to tracks and drive like a minute, 30-second lap at Laguna Seca and put lap times down and enjoy being inside of it. And this is only those who's been, especially that F1 movie came out this summer. Hopefully Brad Pitt did a better job explaining it. But only those who's been in the seat knows that adrenaline and that focus actually provides more focus to the work that we do. So to me, it's a solitude journey. It's just an expensive hobby, expensive sport. But it's never bought to show off to other people a status or how much money you have, that type of thing. And I think that would be the truly dumb. So I would say that's generally it with things.